Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name's Adam. So we're going to work on SNS 123. It's been a busy week. Like I said in shop talk, man, it's been busy for us, and I got lucky tonight. We actually were supposed to be working late tonight, and there was a delay in that job that's being sent in. It's not going to be here until late tonight, and so tomorrow, Saturday, we got to work all day and try to get this gearbox turned around in a really fast amount of time. So it's been busy all week. Been doing a lot of overtime. But anyway, I got enough time here to make an SNS. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight. And I got some machine work for you. Got some axles there that I had to work on, and I got footage of that, so we're going to throw that in this SNS. And also want to show some more viewer mail. There's been a lot coming in. There was still plenty left over from last week that I didn't get to, so we're going to get a few more of those and continue to share those. And I've had a few people mention the photo challenge. I haven't done those in a few weeks, and I do still have some photo entries that I want to share with you. And I was just kind of taking a pause from that, and I'm going to show the viewer mail. So possibly next week we'll show a couple more of the photo challenge pictures. You guys are still welcome to send those in. Anybody that wants to, you can ask me for the intro art, and I'll send you that file, no problem. So I was just taking a little break on the photo entries and trying to do some of the other stuff here. So I always like to share with you the viewer mail in SNS. That was one of the purposes for SNS, was a mixed format to talk to you about new tools, a viewer mail, and just anything going on in the shop. Okay, so that's what SNS is all about. And then the other videos I try to keep just machining. And of course, we got our new series that I'm still working on, our shop talk, which is kind of covering other topics around the shop that you guys are asking about and other things that I want to talk about. Still have a lot of subjects to go through on that, and I'm just kind of filming those as I feel like it or when I have time for it. Okay, so I did have some visitors come by and visit me last weekend, so I've got a little video of that. I'm going to share that with you, and I thought that was pretty cool. One of the guys that came and visited, Bill, he's the one that owns the parking attachment there. So it was great to actually get to meet him in person and hang out with them, as well as some other people, which I will share in the video there. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get some viewer mail real quick. I'll show this. I had it out here. This is something that I just recently bought here. It's another Noga. This is it's called the Noga Cool. The one that you see me use over here on the mill is called the Noga Mini. I think that's the Mini Cool, and I think this one's just called the Noga Cool. The difference is this uses flood coolant, so you can hook in your coolant line directly to that. It's got a little mag base on it right there, so you can kind of stick it wherever you want on the machine, and you just got your little valve right there. So I'm going to give this a try too. You can actually hook in another line right here where this plug is, so you can have two. And I have some more of this stuff coming so that I'll be able to really set up a good flood coolant system over here on the KNT. I've got that coolant system that I bought from Inco a while back, and it's still behind it. I haven't ever hooked it up. So it's one of the projects that I want to get to. Probably after I finish the parking attachment, I'm going to get back on that and try to get this coolant system hooked up. So that's one of the newbies there to the shop edition. So there's that, and let's go ahead and get some viewer mail. So we got some shop visitors today coming in here from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We got Bill Ashcraft and Dana McAllister and Patrick McAllister. They're down here on vacation at Perdido Key on vacation, and they wanted to stop by and visit. And over here behind me, we got Ryan Bridges, and he's drove in from California, right? But he's got family down in the area, and he was also at the Bash last year. So I remember seeing you on some of the videos from the Bash over in California.
And he'd bring you some of your heavy stuff.
Yeah, yeah, and he actually brought some tools that I had given him last year at the Bash that he was going to drive down and hand to me. So you got those?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, so we'll be checking those out. And I wanted to point out that that Bill is the owner of the parking attachment there that I have been copying. So Bill actually started watching some of my videos, and I think he wanted one of the K&T mills. So he bought one that's just like mine, right?
Last November.
Yep, back in November. And it's the same model, 307S12. And I think he really enjoys it.
You bet.
So he's been using his, and that was awesome that he sent me the parking attachment that I could borrow and copy. It's been a big help. So I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And Dana, I believe she made the crate that sent it up here in. I opened that crate up on S&S video. So.
And I shipped it.
And you shipped it, okay? So everybody's had a part of this. But we've had a good visit. We've been here just hanging out and talking shop and just enjoying ourselves. So I wanted to get them on video and prove that they've been here visiting. So.
Well, we signed the book.
Oh yeah, we got the guest book there. So everybody's been signing it. So we got everybody in the guest book now. So I guess we're gonna sign off, and we're getting ready to go back to the beach. So
Yeah, we just want to quit raining.
yeah, it has. It's been raining this weekend, so hopefully it'll clear up pretty soon. And you get to go out on the sand and have you a drink.
We got a wedding tonight, and then
The wedding's tonight.
Yeah. Ready for
Later.
That's your son,
grandson.
grandson. Okay, so Bill's grandson here is here getting married this weekend. Very cool. Well, thank you guys for coming by and visiting me. I
we
really,
enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. I appreciate it. And Ryan, same with you. Thanks for coming by and visiting me. So I guess we're gonna sign off. So
I'll see you out.
see you later. So our first one we're going to start with is this big heavy pile of tooling right here. This was all sent in by Greg Bodane, and he is from Claremont, California. And he wrote me a little letter here and thanked me for the videos and said he didn't know if I could use this stuff, but it's too big for him. So there's a bunch of drill bits here. These are all straight shank that you can use in end mill holders, and 1.5 inches. There's a bunch of these that are 1.5 inches. And just last week I showed you where I bought an 1.5 inch end mill holder for the K&T. So I thought that was pretty neat. I'm not sure exactly how others have used these, but I think that's one way to use it. There's probably some other machines that these could go in, maybe a turret lathe or some kind of machine like that. I'm not really sure. But there's a bunch of them that are reduced shank, like 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, and they're short stubbies. Some of them are ground flat on the ends, and some of them are regular drills, but there's a bunch of them in here, and some of them get pretty big. This one right here is about 2 inch. Yeah, so that's a 2 inch right there. That'd be a nice little stubby drill to use over here on the K&T. You know, it's not too big. So a lot of big boy tooling right here, man. There's some 1.25 inch shank tools right here. This is for a D&MG style of insert. That one looks new, never been used. And then you got a big one right here, a big Valinite. This is an 1.5 inch square shank, and it looks like it uses the TNMC triangular inserts. That one's brand new, never been used before. And we got some more. These are some threading holders. This is a Valinite, looks like a threading bar. Takes the TNMC, I don't remember what size that is, but it's a big threading insert that goes in that. And then there's another one right here. It's a little bit smaller. Also takes the TNMC style threading inserts. And we got a few big brazed on tools that are brand new, never been used before. 1.25 inch shanks. Big boy stuff. There's 4 of those. We got some radius cutters right here. We're starting to get a nice collection of radius cutters. I'm hoping that we're going to have some work to be able to use some of these with. Some more drill bits. There's a couple of these in here that has the smaller pilot drill here, sort of made like a counterbore tool. I've never used that style for anything. This is a coolant through drill right here, where coolant can be pumped in the back side of it while you're using the drill. So I think that's about it. There's another one right here that's you can use this for cutting face grooves. So thank you very much, Greg. A lot of big boy heavy tooling right here. He had sent 2 boxes of this stuff in flat rate shipping boxes, man, and they were extremely heavy. And Greg, I think we got lucky that all this stuff showed up. There may even be something missing because both boxes were busted on one side. That's just a lot of weight to put in those boxes without, lining it with. You did have some wood in there. I'm sorry. He lined it, but even just the weight of that still busted the cardboard open to where it was split on one side, and it looked like the Postal Service actually put some tape on it, which was surprised me. So hopefully everything made it here. But I really like these tool holders. That's some pretty neat stuff there. So, Greg, thank you very much for the tooling. Okay. This is another box of viewer mail that I got. I don't remember which viewer who sent these. I do remember talking through email with somebody about these 50 taper holders that have the Morse taper bore. This is a number 5 right here, and then this is one that's got a number 3 Morse taper, so you can use Morse taper tools like drills and reamers and that kind of stuff. But they did not put their name or location on the address there, so maybe they didn't want to be spoken about on video, so I'm not going to worry about that. But thank you very much for sending the tools. I really appreciate it. Get them cleaned up real good and put them with the other stock over there. I do want to point out the box here, and this is a good example, and a lot of the viewers do package their boxes like this, and I just want to show this is a good way to do it. When you have heavy steel like these parts here and anything that's just heavy, they get moved around in these boxes. These guys down at the post office just must throw these boxes. But if you'll line the boxes with wood like this right here, it really helps to keep the part from busting through the cardboard. That one went on top just like that, and then they close up the box real good. You got a nice wooden cube right there that nothing's going to come out of. In the case of the box that this stuff come in, now this was heavy. I think that was well over 50 pounds. So the cardboard just couldn't really hold up too well to that. But anyway, thank you very much for the Morse taper holders. I really appreciate it, and we'll put them with our 50 taper tooling over there, and hopefully get to use them later. All right, so this is our last viewer mail of this episode. So this is some items that were sent to me by Jason Vick, and he's from Pine, Colorado. And he says that there's no way that he could compete with Niagara cutters, but he thought I might enjoy these items right here. And he was talking about the videos. They're a great learning tool, and he really enjoys them. But he says, I spent a lot of time in both Colorado and New Mexico, and I know how you enjoy the Southwest, so I thought I would send you some local favorites. So we've got some beef jerky. One is a red chili beef jerky, and the other one is a green chili beef jerky. And these are made in Albuquerque, New Mexico, over there where our friend James Green lives. So it's just, the brand name is called Delicious Beef Jerky. Very nice. Yeah, I do like beef jerky. It's a very good snack, a lot of protein, and it's good to eat when you're making videos. So he also sent some hot sauce here called Crazy Good Red Chili Hot Sauce. Born in New Mexico, it says over here on the bottle. So that was some cool stuff there. I really appreciate it, Jason. Thank you for thinking about me, and I will be enjoying this beef jerky when I'm making videos for you guys. So we're about to jump over to the machining portion of this episode, and I just want to kind of give everybody a couple of reminders real quick. We got the Barzy Bash coming up in a couple more weeks out there in California, so I'll be attending that. Getting pretty excited about that. Have a few days off work, so we got that coming up. I also wanted to give a mention that right now the Teespring t-shirt campaign is active. The original A-Bomb 79 t-shirts. That's the ones without the pocket now. It's the first ones we did over on Teespring. I'll have a link in the video so that you can click on that. If you'd like one of those shirts, you can go and purchase you one. That is a campaign that is always active. I just leave it up over on Teespring, and every time they get, I think, 3 pre-orders, it goes live and it runs for about 3 or 4 days, and at the end of that, they print the shirts. So it's an easy way to get you an A-bomb shirt pretty fast. And I do have some more t-shirt designs coming very soon from the, probably use T-Blaster for those. I got another design coming out pretty soon, and I will share that with you whenever I'm ready to launch those. And I do have plans later in the year to relaunch some of the other shop-like t-shirts that I've already had, give people an opportunity to pick those up because they didn't get them on the first go-around. So I think that was about it. And I just want to say thank you again to all of my supporters out there and all of my subscribers. I think we just hit about 83,000 subscribers, so that's pretty exciting for me. Just thank everybody for the support, and I'm gonna go ahead and get busy making this video and be on the lookout for the next installment of the parking attachment after S&S.